Are you a stroke survivor? Then you must be experiencing the delay in the hand recovery process. And trust me, you are not alone. Every stroke survivor who has got hemiplegia experiences the delayed recovery in their hand functions. Hand is somehow the most affected and the least recovered area of the body when it comes to stroke. It requires more effort compared to any other functions, and it requires also a very consistent practice. And the reason why hand functions are important, because imagine you cannot do your day-to-day chores without your hand function, isn't it? So how we can work on this hand function improvement? Now there are many techniques, but one of my favorite technique is mirror therapy. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain you what exactly is mirror therapy, how does it work, and I'll also demonstrate some of the mirror therapy exercises that was very simple and can easily be followed at your home. So interested in knowing that? Make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin. So friends, mirror therapy majorly works on activating your mirror neurons. Now the most common problem after stroke is the neglect that the body goes through. Now in stroke, there is damage to your brain, isn't it? Now due to that damage, the affected side of the body, which is paralyzed, the body starts getting impaired awareness, which means you will start losing the awareness of how your hand is functioning, how your hand is moving, in which direction it is moving. Is it moving in the right direction or not? All of this awareness that you constantly get on the normal side, you will observe that that awareness is gone from the affected side. Now, this leads to depletion of the neurons that are responsible to capture all this information. And that's why the idea is to reactivate them, re-engage them as much as possible so that they rewire again and start giving you again and again improvement in the moment. And if we don't do this, they keep on depleting and nobody can use the function. And this entire process is called as neuroplasticity. Now, neuroplasticity is a method or it's a process with which the brain has the ability to rewire, reorganize, and reconnect itself. And that's where mirror therapy is one of the best methods that allows that to achieve. So what exactly mirror therapy does? In mirror therapy, the basic principle is placing the normal side in front of the mirror, placing the affected side behind the mirror, and watching the normal side through the mirror and doing the movements that need to be practiced. Now, what this will do is, this will create an illusion for the brain that the affected side is moving. This illusion, this trick of brain reactivates the brain centers, helps the brain to multiply in different neurons, helps the brain to rewire, helps the brain to reorganize, and thus helps to achieve higher functions or any of the movements that are required. Now, you must be thinking that mirror therapy is only used for hand. No, that's not right. Mirror therapy can be used for facial paralysis as well. Mirror therapy can be used to achieve shoulder movements as well. Mirror therapy can be used to improve hand functions as well. Mirror therapy can be used to improve leg functions as well. But the most beneficial effect that we have seen in our practice is that mirror therapy works beautifully when it comes to improving the hand functions. So, what exactly needs to be done? Let me show you that. Now, in order to do mirror therapy for the hand, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we place a mirror in the perpendicular direction of the body. Now, the normal side is placed in front of the mirror and the affected side is placed behind the mirror. Now, patient is required to watch the movements happening on the normal side on the mirror. Now, what will happen when the patient will be doing the hand functions in front of the mirror? He will see the reflection of that in the mirror, but it will exactly look and feel as if the affected side is moving. Now, when this process will happen again and again and again, this will become a learned habit and patient will see improvement in the moment. That's how mirror therapy is done. So now let's see what are the simple activities that a patient can do or you can do when you are doing mirror therapy for your hand. So the first activity that you can do is as simple as lifting of your wrist up and down. So just sit in front of the mirror, lift your wrist up and down. Do this for 10 to 15 times and make sure that you are watching the mirror image of your hand and not the hand which is actually moving. You can do this for 10 to 15 repetitions and can also increase these repetitions to up to 25 to 30. And you can do this multiple times in a day. And the best part is the more you do, the better it is. Now, the second movement that you can do is called as pronation and supination, which means rotating the hand front and then back. Do this again for multiple times. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions and keep on gradually. The third activity that you can do is making fist and opening the fist. The fourth activity is touching your fingers. Isn't it these exercises very simple to do? Very similarly, you can also do some activities of your leg. I know this is a hand video, but just thought of giving you some bonus tips here. So, if you're sitting in front of the mirror, make sure to slide your leg front and back. Do this again for 10 to 15 repetitions. Lift your foot up and down. Doing this again for 10 to 15 repetitions and gradually progressing it will improve your coordination and you will see some beneficial effect from your movements. So friends, these were some simple activities of mirror therapy. I hope you found them interesting and easy to follow. So I want to hear from your experiences. So make sure you practice all these exercises at your home and share your experiences with us by commenting in the comment section below of this video. On that note, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.